So, hello and welcome. And our topic this evening is Dare to be you. So, we have been asked some questions, but we thought we would dive straight in with sharing what Dare to be you is to us, what it means to us, why Dare to be you, all that sort of thing. So, Bec, do you want to share what you are seeing around that? Why Dare to be you?
So Dare to be you, that's the name of our business to start with, and there's really good reason for that. All four of us, we're just going to admit the people have just turned up. Bear with us a second.
Hi there, welcome.
Hi, we're doing our topic tonight on Dare to be you. Not sure if you're going to have your camera on, so you can just listen in anyway. So we're just sharing a little bit about what Dare to be you means to us, and then we've got some questions around that topic as well. So yeah, Dare to be you kind of being our business name. One of the reasons for me for that one was because when I first came to this understanding, it was very much me. I had very much lost who I was. I was very much hidden, hidden inside myself. I was kind of scared to share opinions, or just everything I did was from this really scared place and not really sure who I was allowed to be. And I'd lived for quite a while believing I had to do the things that made other people happy, and looked at other people
pleasing.
Very much that. Very much about kind of people pleasing and feeling like my okayness came from other people. So kind of when we first started having conversations, that was very much the thing that started coming for me, was how it was perfectly okay to be myself, and it was okay to kind of have my own opinions and my own passions and my own ideas, and that was hugely one of the first, probably the biggest insight that I had, was around the fact that I'd spent a lot of time people pleasing, and actually I was of more service to the world being myself and being who I'm meant to be. So that's probably the first thing I would share about daring to be me.
Yeah.
Do you want to?
I definitely saw that was absolutely for me. I didn't know who I was. If someone had asked me what colour I liked, I would have kind of looked to someone else in the room who looked more important than me to find out what colour they liked, to kind of make sure that I was, not going to be, I was in with the in crowd, I was saying the right thing. That's definitely that. And so then when I started to actually come out of myself and see that, do you know what, it was okay to have my own opinions like you, that it was brilliant, it was amazing. And then as I kind of carried on further onto this journey, what I started to see was there was a whole deeper truth about who I was that I just had no clue about. And that was when kind of like the real magic started to happen, that actually seeing the deeper truth about who we Chris is just joining us. Hi, Chris. Good to have you with us. We just made a start. So we were just sharing why Dare to be you and what that means to us. And Bec sort of shared about how she'd been a people pleaser for an awful long time. And that was me too. And then we kind of went into seeing, how we'd seen this deeper truth about who we are, this deeper truth that I just had no clue was there. I had no clue that there was something more to me than kind of what I saw here, this body, I hadn't ever had any clue about that, which is really strange considering that we had a religious upbringing.
I was actually talking to someone about that a little bit today, because I think for me, I'd always seen that there was something bigger than me, if you like, but it felt like that was something separate, and it was something that was not me, and something that I had to kind of worship, or had to follow certain rules so that whatever that being was approved of me. And coming into this conversation and seeing that that separation isn't really there. That isn't it isn't how this works. And something in that, a bit like you just talking about there's something a lot deeper about daring to be us in this. And for me, that was the seeing that there is no separation, that we are all part of this same system, and therefore there's kind of it's inbuilt that being me is actually the most rewarding thing I can do for me and for everybody else. There's this kind of, it's part of the system. It's like almost an inbuilt reward system, isn't it? That the more we're ourselves, the more I found the more I'm myself, the more other people like me, or they don't, and
Yeah.
it doesn't matter, because no one's going to like everyone in the world, but it's that thing where people will either draw to you and like you, or they won't, and it doesn't matter, because you're just being true to yourself.
And I think, yeah, when we're in that place of like people pleasing and believing on any level, like you say, even from a religious perspective, if we believe that we have to be a certain way to be accepted, then it feels like there's things we have to do, and it starts to affect everything. But when we see, actually, no, we're all right exactly as we are in this moment now, there's not some future place that we're going to get to where we're going to be acceptable and be okay. It's here, it's now, we're absolutely exactly as we should be now. Then when nothing's riding on it, life becomes much lighter, much more fun, much more easy. And I think we've definitely seen that around our business and what we do and how we show up. It's kind of knowing. And I know we were talking earlier about sort of saying the whole daring to be me looks to me like taking absolute responsibility for my life from a place of knowing I'm not responsible for anything.
Can I ask you to repeat that? Because sometimes I think the first time you said that to me, it's so paradoxical that it takes some time to settle in. So repeat that for us, will you?
Okay. So yeah, definitely what I see and the fun that I have in life is seeing, what I really, really love to do is take absolute full responsibility for my life with a deep knowing I'm not responsible at all. And I think that kind of, it helps you be kind and compassionate and show up as the best you, daring to be the best you. But if life doesn't go the way that you want it to be, we don't have to be in control. Because what I've seen time and time again is one of the places where we really get stuck is where we hold this belief that we're only okay if things turn out a certain way. And if we kind of take responsibility, we feel like it's our responsibility to make sure life unfolds the right way for ourselves and for other people. And it's like, actually, do you know what? Life isn't always going to unfold the way that we want it to. And our okayness doesn't depend on that at all, on any level, because we're not responsible.